Welcome students to your Geography Studies class. We are going to discuss the exercise part of the chapter itself given at the back side of the chapter. They comprises as always some of the MCQs, 1 mark question, 2, 3 and 5 mark questions. So this is the pattern as we move with the question answers. So here is the first question from the MCQs part, or you can also consider it as the choose the right answer from the 4 alternatives. Both are same only. So which one of the following places receives the highest rainfall in the world? Mawsynram. So certain answers has to be learned. You can't take out just an idea. Next is the wind blowing in the northern plain in the summers is known as Lu. Kal Baisakhi is one of the part but not in the northern plains. The occurrence of Kal Baisakhi is towards the West Bengal region. Monsoon in India approximately in the early of May, June, July or August. So early of June. Remember 1st of June. Next question, which one of the following characterizes the cold weather season in India? So the particular option is warm days and cold nights. Now it's the time to discuss 1 mark question. Of course, that will be, carried forward with the 3 and 5 mark question. What are the controls affecting the climate of India? So 6 prominent controlling features. They are latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents and relief features, and within relief features, mountains. Next question, why does India have a monsoon type of climate? Because these are the rain bearing winds that do brings the rainfall in India. Besides that, we do need a particular answer, and here is that. India has a monsoon type of climate due to the seasonal reversal of wind system. Southwest monsoon winds and northeast monsoon winds. These are influenced by the differential heating of land and the sea and the role of the Himalayas in directing the flows of the wind, because Himalayas are the one that forces the southwest monsoon winds to take a U-turn to form a reversal pattern. Thereafter, it flows from the northeast to the southwest direction. Then, which part of India experiences the highest diurnal range of temperature? It can be Rajasthan, but why? So, the Thar desert in Rajasthan, western part of Rajasthan experiences the highest diurnal. Diurnal means throughout the day and night we are talking about. So, reason is the desert is far from the ocean, so no nearby water body is present. If the water body has to be there, then what will happen? More the heat, more will be the evaporation and more will be the rainfall. But as there is no availability of a water body in the nearby area within the Thar desert, so it lacks in vegetation and lacks in rainfall as well. So the desert is far from the ocean and the sand heats up and cools down quickly, so that leads to the ultimate fluctuation of the diurnal temperature in the Thar desert of Rajasthan. Then it has minimal moisture. Told you there is no evaporation process. I won't say completely it's not there, but if it is there, it is in very less amount. And there is scarcity of vegetation, shortage of vegetation, resulting in high day temperatures and sharp cooling at night. As the next question is, which winds account for rainfall along the Malabar coast? Malabar coast lies by the western side of Kerala state and extreme southern coast of South India as well. And the southwest monsoon winds account for the rainfall along the Malabar coast. These are also known as, or to be written as actually, southwest monsoon winds, and other one are northeast monsoon winds. So if you see this abbreviation anywhere, you should understand what exactly does they states. Define monsoon and what do you understand by the break in monsoon? So let's read and learn. Monsoon are seasonal winds that reverse their direction during the year because of the presence of Himalayas. Now what do you mean by the term break in monsoon? That simple one only, as there is a continuity of the periods at your school, but suddenly you do have break for the eating part, chitta chatta part as well. So that is the similar concern over here. And the continuity of the rainfall, there comes a halt, pause, break. A break in monsoon refers to periods of rainless intervals interspersed with the spells of heavy rainfall influenced by shifting monsoon trough from the northern part of India towards the southern part of India, not the northern and southern hemisphere prominently. Why is the monsoon considered a unifying bond? Because quite simple, everyone waits for the monsoon season so eagerly, and either or concern, and agriculture is the quite obvious reason. The monsoon serves as a unifying bond by influencing agricultural activities, cultural practices, festivities and all, and seasonal rhythms across India, thereby binding the entire subcontinent in its climatic cycle. Why does the rainfall decreases from the east to the west, from the northeast part to the northwest part of India, and particularly over here east to west? The concern is same only, but still rainfall decreases from east to west in the northern India. There goes the northern eastern and northern western part of India, because the moisture laden monsoon winds lose their moisture as they move inland, causing less rainfall in the western region. So as they enter India subcontinent, these winds carry good amount of moisture, but as they keep on giving the rainfall throughout its passage till Himalayas, the amount of rainfall decreases, because the winds are releasing or winds are shedding the moisture content. Next question, important one, because although all questions are important, but these are interesting also, as we have to give the reasons for the given statements. Seasonal reversal of wind direction takes place over the Indian subcontinent, and the straightforward example, actually not the example, the straightforward concept is of monsoon. So in summer, low pressure areas over land attract moist winds from the oceans, and that is in summer. So the low pressure area is developing over the mainland and attracting the rain bearing winds, monsoon winds from the southwest part. This is the southwest monsoon. And in winter, your retreating monsoon. In winters, high pressure areas over the land pushes winds towards the which pressure area? From the high pressure area, winds always move towards the low pressure area. Now the low pressure area will be developed, or it originates over the water bodies. So this is the reason. The bulk of rainfall in India is concentrated, focused over a few months only, from June till November only. What's the reason for that? Most of the rainfall occurs between June and particularly September, but extending up to the November part by the retreating concern during the active southwest monsoon season only. Within the northeast monsoon winds part or pattern, the rainfall received by the various parts of India subcontinent is less. Next part or next question, the Tamil Nadu coast receives winter rainfall, because Tamil Nadu's Coromandel coast receives the last rainfall on the India mainland by the retreating monsoon and with the help of northeast monsoon winds that carries the moisture from the Bay of Bengal part. So the northeast monsoon winds, retreating monsoon after crossing the Bay of Bengal, they bring rain to the Tamil Nadu coast during winters, because on the India mainland, that is the beginning of the winters, particularly northern part of India. The delta region of the eastern coast is frequently struck by cyclones. So we are talking about the Bay of Bengal part. So cyclones originating in the Bay of Bengal during the retreating monsoon seasons frequently hit the eastern coastal deltas and creates huge destruction. Parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat and leeward side of the Western Ghats are drought prone areas, because these areas receives very less rainfall. So these areas are either in the rain shadow region or too far from the moisture laden monsoon wind. So they do receive very less rainfall. Finally, question number 5. Describe the regional area-wise variations in the climatic conditions of India with the help of suitable examples. So we have to use the examples over here. So we will carry the examples likewise. Temperature is there. We do have rainfall in coastal versus interior part of the India mainland. So first of all, talking about temperature, Rajasthan experiences, as we have to discuss these climatic conditions. What comprises climate? Temperature, rainfall particularly, and both these are being compared on the mainland part and coastal part of India, but with the help of examples. So here is the example of temperature, that is Rajasthan. Rajasthan experiences extreme heat where the temperature rises up to 50 degrees Celsius, with Dras in Jammu Kashmir records extreme cold, minus 45 degrees Celsius, completely vice versa temperatures. Then talking about the rainfall, so Meghalaya receives more than 400 centimeter of rainfall, whereas Rajasthan, hot, Ladakh, colder region receives less than 10 centimeter, because both of them are dry regions as well. Hot and dry, cold and dry. Not entire the year. Rajasthan do experiences cold season as well. Talking about the coastal versus interior or interior part of India. So coastal areas like Kerala have moderate temperature because of the presence of the water body, while interior regions experiences extreme conditions because of the presence of the mainland all around it. Next question is, give an account of weather conditions and characteristics of the cold season. So we have to entirely discuss and learn about the cold season, that is winter season. The cold season in India, so we have to give the duration as well. The duration is November to February. It is characterized by clear skies, low temperatures and low humidity. So cold and dry. Frost in the northern plains and snowfall in the higher altitudes occurs, particularly in the winter season. In the continuity of this topic itself and this question's answer, northeast trade winds dominates this region, resulting in dry conditions except for Tamil Nadu, which gets rainfall in the winters only. So if the question comes, why does Tamil Nadu receives rainfall in winter? So you have to give the entire concept of the reversal pattern of the winds, and within that northeast monsoon winds are dry winds as they are originating from the India mainland by the Himalayan part itself, but when they cross over the Bay of Bengal, they absorb, they carry moisture from the water and they gives the last and the winter rainfall in Tamil Nadu. So inside questions do come as well. We have the last question for the day. Give the characteristics and effects, two things of the monsoon rainfall in India. So here is the answer. First of all, characteristics, then we will discuss the effects. So southwest monsoon winds bring, actually if we are using the word monsoon, we are not supposed to use the word winds, but still you can use it. So southwest monsoon brings rainfall from June to September. We are talking about arrival monsoon season. Regional variations occurs. Heavy rainfall take place in the western Ghats and the northeast part of India. Less rainfall in the Rajasthan. So there is the regional variation within the distribution of rainfall. That is a characteristic of the monsoon rainfall. Talking about the last character, it's not to be considered for last, but yes, within this answer, this is to be the last. Breaks in monsoon cause alternate wet and dry spells that leads to flooding and droughts, or occurrence of floods and droughts. Talking about the effects, supports agriculture and replenishes, revives the water resources, causes floods in some regions and droughts in other regions. So along with this wet and dry spell, I have already given you, it's one of the effects. So that is all about the exercise class. Now only one class is remaining for this going on chapter, climate. That will be carrying inside the chapter questions. Quite fruitful for you. So don't miss that. See you soon in that particular class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.